Alright, Twinstars Athena, the Cataclysm realm, has been open about 10 days now. The server has been very stable this entire time, can't complain about that. The server pop has stabilized at what feels to me is 2K. That's what I feel. Like, I originally thought this would come in 2K to 3K, and to me it's feeling as if on the high end it's stabilized at 2K. There's twice as many Horde as Alliance, and again, this does not make any difference whatsoever since everything's cross-faction. They've added perks here and there along the way, and to be honest, I can't keep track of all the things they're changing. One that I did notice was when they changed the XP rate on Professions to 2x, which, I definitely did notice since I was leveling along the way at 1x. That's the kind of thing I think you do like a month later, not a week later, not a weekend. That's fine though, a lot of people are enjoying that. I did notice, pop-wise, if you take a look at Discord, I only saw 26 guilds advertising in there. Which again, everybody does not advertise in Discord, but you really, you're supposed to, because eventually if you're a raiding guild, that's where you're going to be on Discord anyway. 26 is not a great number. I'm not jazzed about that. From the beginning, this realm's population was sucked up by spam invites from the trash guilds, and that was really the big opportunity to get big pop inside of guilds. And now, the server's kind of suffering from that because now we have people in a bunch of trash guilds that are trying to figure out which raiding guild they should have actually been in all along. This is fine to say in hindsight, but I'm starting to think now that Twinstars should have done what Mistblade did, which is disable who. Just, disable who for like a week so that people can enjoy playing the game without being fucking annoyed like every 2 seconds by these spam invites, and give them a chance to find out which guild they should be in. We're still leveling at 3x, and if you take a look at the pop by brackets, there's about 20 to 40 people in each bracket in the lower brackets, which is good. That means people are still coming, people are still leveling. And the higher brackets, like say 70 to 84, is several hundred people, which would put probably, like a 1,000 people in the 85 at prime time. This is prime time on a Tuesday, so it's not the best day, but this is a 2K realm. That's what this is. And it's also a Cata realm. You got to keep that in mind, that it'll slowly bleed pop, and then, by the last raid, Cata just falls off a cliff on the last raid. And some people did leave for Mop, which is really perplexing to me, that they would leave from Mistblade's Mop, knowing for a fact that these two were opening so close together. I mean, why would you even come play here if you're going to go play Mop? And it's not a giant number. It's probably, for most people, it's not even noticeable. I just happen to know for a fact, people that have left, that have gone to Mop, and because they just prefer it. They, to me, Cata's like Mop Light, and Mop's Mop, so that's fine. The first tier of raids opens tomorrow, Wednesday the 29th, and they have listed on their site the damage reduction that they'll be using. Like many other realms, it's going to be buffed. So I think the damage reduction was like 20%, something like that. The dungeons have been really good. The only thing, there's a couple things I noticed that I did not enjoy. There were a couple quests that were messed up that I just was not expecting. Like, I'm sure I've done these quests before on Twinstars Cata, and why would they get messed up later? I'm not certain. The respawn rates seem really low. I don't know. Now, see, I can't remember if that's the way it was on Twinstars Cata before or not. And it's fine if you're alone in a questing area. But when there's several people there, you're just standing there waiting for mobs to respawn. It's kind of weird. Like, I almost felt like mobs were missing, but I don't think it's that. I think it's that they just respawn so slowly that it seems like none are there. The other thing I noticed was some weird pathing issues from mobs where they jump behind you. I noticed this in the vanilla zones, and I think I saw it in some Cata dungeons where mobs are jumping behind tanks. It's really weird. It's very disconcerting. I did see a bug report on that one. That one I definitely did not enjoy. You're out there solo leveling, and mobs keep jumping behind you like they're a rogue or something. Now, because of the 3x leveling rate, and it was also 6x on the weekends, there's pretty much every mat is super expensive because people now are wanting to level their professions after they've leveled to 85, so they're going back and trying to buy mats. And like I said in my introductory video to this realm, don't wait for people to save up mats for you, because they're not going to be. And when they put them in an auction house, they're going to be very expensive, and that's what's happened. And changing it to 2x profession rates really doesn't help that, because it just introduces more people into the market on the buyer's end. And so prices have stabilized at very high. Whatever mat you're looking for, it's going to be very high. So overall, if you want to play Kata, that's your thing, definitely come to this realm. If you want to play in a fresh realm, come here as well. But be prepared for these things that I've mentioned. You're going to be leveling really fast. So if your plan is to level professions afterwards, make sure you got a mega shit ton of gold saved up, because it's going to be expensive. And as far as gameplay, there's really nothing. I mentioned a couple bugs. They're not that big a deal. What would be a big deal is if you're a tank and you're having these pathing issues in dungeons. That's definitely something that needs to be looked into. I recommend this realm, and I especially recommend it for hardcore Kata raiders. All right, see you guys.